Hi everyone! Malloy's furious face is there to greet you on this wicked Wednesday. Hey yo!
Hey,
Hey
Oh,
yo!
it is a pleasure to be here with all of you wonderful people.
it's such
Wicked
a pleasure.
Wednesday, which means it is from the ashes.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
apparently no sound.
No, we have sound.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool. Winter had muted. So that's Winter. That's on you. Oh,
Guys, we are Wicked Game. I'm Lydia. This is Nikki, Michelle, and Tom. I hope I've done that right. I think
Yeah.
I'm getting that.
You get it every week. You got this.
We play TTRPGs, and every Wednesday we play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition in this homebrew world that we always play in. If you watch a bit of this and you enjoy it, you can watch VODs here on YouTube. We've got some other content on YouTube as well, so enjoy.
Including Lydia's Iridian archives, which are
There's a bit of fiction on there now as well, which is
it's a
fun.
little bit of
Very fun.
fiction audio diaries from the perspective of characters that move through the world.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun.
There are
Good way to
currently 3
inject
apps up
more.
there. They go up every other week on Wednesday noon.
Wednesday noon.
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 As always, a big thank you to Atomic Flash, Rooney Runes, and Sweet Poison for being our beautiful moderators.
Thank
We
you so much.
really, really appreciate you. And this week, guys, we have new music written by the wonderful Ivan Dutch. I really hope it's Dutch, but it could be a different way of pronouncing it. 1,000 apologies. He makes really good music for D&D, guys. His website is his name, so
It will cycle through the chat as we play.
You'll find it. We just really recommend. We think it's great, and so that's new and cool. I think that's most of our
I think
announcements,
you
right?
might need to turn the music up a touch, Lydia. But I
Oh.
think other than that, we are.
I'm so
Great.
used to like sharing my music on Spotify and everyone immediately muting me because it's too loud. So I'm very cautious with it being too loud. Cool. Okay, so last time in From the Ashes, our 3 friends had found a new place to live with the lovely Marla, the elderly tabaxi, and they had embarked upon their first job, which required them to investigate some sabotage in a glass factory. They asked a lot of questions and they'd staked out the factory overnight and they didn't see anything. But then in the morning, when they checked the glass that cools overnight, they discovered that the glass was smashed. So somehow, without them seeing anything, it had been tampered with. With some little bit of further investigation, showed that somehow the glass had been smashed by tampering with the cooling rooms, the annealing rooms where the glass cools overnight, and a couple of good rolls meant that they discovered a dropped notebook where somebody talked about what they were doing, and they kind of realized that they're less criminals and more on their own path of investigating orbs that are being made in the plant. So, exhausted and frustrated, they went home. Planning to come back the next day and try again. So, if we're ready, then let us once again totally disassociate from our real lives and invest heavily in an alternative existence that has more magic and more hugging and bigger ears all around. Has Tom frozen, or is that his face? Yeah, he's disassociated.
Sorry, what?
All right. So we literally left you walking to the path that goes back into the city. You'd left the gondola just outside the city walls, and you were sort of getting back in, going through these few entries in this notebook, trying to work out what it meant. Going back home, the sun has risen. Serge, you have 2 exhaustion points. The other 2 of you have 1. And yeah, you're just heading back to your new abode.
Yeah. I think Serge is kind of really doing his best to properly stomp back. Like he's not particularly happy about anything that happened this evening. Very much coming down from the caffeine that he partook in last session. And I think
I've forgotten all about that.
yeah, me too.
3
until I
exhaustion
back.
points.
So what do you think? What do you think it means? Like, just in general.
Don't have a good feeling about it. I'll tell you that much. The fact that whoever this person is, seems to be, this isn't some spiteful rival glassmakers situation. They seem to think whatever they're making is bad, right? So is catching them even a good idea? But we're sort of taking on a job now, so we have to turn up again tonight and find out more.
Lydia, sorry, just taking us out completely of the role play. Lydia, I don't think I did roll anything to think back on our previous.
It was an orb roll. I don't know who did it. Oh, I think it was Cam.
Given my more specific interaction with those things, I did.
But I would be happy for other people to roll because you all had slightly different experiences with Skros.
I would like to roll if that's okay. Just
Yeah.
Do an orb roll?
It's a history roll, naturally.
Can I do one too?
Yes.
Thanks.
At disadvantage.
Oh yeah, we're both rolling at disadvantage.
That was an 18 and a 15, so a 15.
Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad.
9. Oh, it's so hot.
You don't have a memory of orbs, either of you.
Okay.
It's not really something from... I mean, Nyx, it makes sense for you because, as you're realizing now, memory is a slippery, slidey thing for you. Serge, you feel a little bit more certain that it just wasn't, lots of stuff happened, but you don't really specifically remember differently colored glass orbs. And certainly in these annealing rooms, when you see the smashed ones, they come in a lot of different colors. The glass looks really interesting. It looks different from normal glass. So you think it would strike a chord with you, but it does not.
So I think I made the association last week, by which I mean earlier this morning, that in the writing in the journal, they had spoken about kind of collecting magic or collecting.
No, they said focusing.
No, they didn't actually.
Force.
No.
It was an F word, wasn't it?
Forced magic?
Forcing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
forced
Sorry,
magic.
not focusing.
It isn't like other glass and seems to be a breakthrough with all this forcing magic stuff.
Is it forcing magic or forcing magic?
What? Do you mean like
Is it magic that forces, or is magic the subject or the object of that sentence?
It means forcing
Magic.
Are we forcing the magic, or is the magic
forcing the
doing
magic.
the forcing?
Yeah, forcing the magic rather than magic that's forcing. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
Cam doesn't fucking know.
No. It was.
Yeah.
look, I know we I know that I went in a little bit hard with her in there, and I apologize. I think, just that forcing magic, it just kind of triggered me a little bit.
Understandably so. Yeah. Same.
Do we? Am I completely crazy to think that this has anything to do with Sicros?
Lydia,
Maybe.
this
No,
is
I
relevant,
think you're right.
and
Yeah, go-
no,
sorry,
this is
yeah.
relevant, and I will reply in character immediately.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
what do I remember? What sort of stuff like Sicros had me unpack when he came back from Arrow Haven?
Roll history.
Hero discipline.
Only good rolls.
Only good.
Yeah, but
roll.
Nikki's disadvantage is someone else's advantage.
Someone else's average.
What?
I roll that, eh? 7.
Now that you think back, the stuff that you remember, because it mainly
Glass
pertained-
orbs, tons of them.
was aubergines and bottles of beer and wine, and
He's-
nice smoked sausages.
He's maybe Sicros. He maybe he's we find out who Sicros knows here. Maybe we
No.
maybe
Absolutely no.
maybe they Sicros have no guests. He has no he's no maybe we try to buy a glass orb. And then he's chamomile. He's looking for glass orb. He's please, and then they say here's magic glass orb, and
Well, how-
chamomile say he's thank you. He's do you know what chamomile use it for? And they say, and then we know.
Well,
Excellent type.
if we do want to go down that, might I say, fantastic plan, we already know that these orbs have something to do with forcing magic. So I guess like we could say, as you say, Cam, like, Kim, you would like to force some magic with an orb.
He's forced in magic.
All right. Okay. I love this brainstorming. Absolutely love it. Well, I think though, if we want to go down this route, then the person we need to speak to is this guy, whoever wrote this diary we found. They're
Or
already
girl.
investigating it. So if we can get them tonight, then maybe it's not a case of us handing them over, but we catch them, or at least speak to them and say, hey, we want to help you with whatever this is.
I think basically the main, like, I agree. The main thing that we keep like coming up against is the fact that we don't know anybody in this town at all. Like, we know Cliff and we know Mala, and that's basically it.
Yeah, but Marla, I feel like Marla knows everyone, or at least knows a lot of people.
His Mala, she used to make glass.
Yeah,
Well,
the
that was
woman used to work for her.
Yeah, that was kind of why I what I wanted to say, I guess, because like we've said some kind of shady stuff. Like, it's we've kind of like said some stuff that I wouldn't originally have wanted to say to her, if that makes sense.
Right.
But
Yes.
like every single time we've said something to her that we think is gonna get us in trouble, she's been like, yeah. And so like maybe I was thinking, like, I mean, I know we don't have the best track record potentially, but maybe we could trust her. Like, maybe we could speak to her and get get some information, because
I
as Cam says, you know, Sicros knew people in this town, and
and what we say, hey Marla, do you know this guy Sicros? And she's like, oh yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. We could be like, oh well, he's not around anymore because we killed him. Like,
well, I
can't
see what
really
you're
do that.
saying. I do see what you're saying, but like at that point, if she goes, yeah, like we were tight, tight like a tiger, uh, um, like at that point we go, okay, cool, let's go. Do you know what I mean? Like, but
And then we have to go find another city to live in, somewhere else to live. We've only just got here.
but would that be better than spending time with a friend of Sicros? I think so. But that kind of wasn't what I was saying. Like, I
Was
know
it?
that she keeps like talking to people. She says like, I must go tell this person about that thing that you've told me and stuff like that. Like that feels like she's doing the right thing. You know
Or
what I
she could
mean?
be going, hey, these 3 people that I've invited into my home seem a bit weird. Could you find out some information on them? And then they do the thing where they find out that what we did and where we're from, and then suddenly we're back in a hole in the ground, and
True. But at that point, like, she's already done that. Like, in this logic, she's already done that. So, like, we're gonna die at some point in the next like week or so anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
what?
don't know.
I think. Oh, it feels really claustrophobic. I know we're outside, but
Is Chamomile won't let that happen. He's nobody come for Nix and such. He's protect.
look, let's just. We're all tired, okay? We'll all sleep.
Maybe we just ask about glass
Yeah,
glass shark
glass shark.
glass orb.
I guess I'm just saying, like, you know, the only way we got out was by trusting people, trusting each other.
The world should be kind.
It
He is
should be.
kinder than home.
I don't know. It's food for thought, isn't it? Like, I don't even know where to go to find this, like Remy or whatever. If we weren't talking about that, that was in my head. I'm very tired.
Yes. I was hoping that maybe Marla would know Remy, or at the very least we could go see Cliff because she was in the Cat and the Custard pot. So let's go and sleep. That's the most important thing. Then we'll talk to Marla about what we found out. If nothing else, she enjoys a good story. We won't tell her. I understand what you're saying, Serge. I just not yet.
He's maybe ask about orbs instead.
Yeah, we'll ask her. We'll tell her about the night. We'll ask her about the orbs. She might know what exactly it is they're doing. She may have more information on where they're getting sent, or at least something like that. And then we'll go tonight, and we'll hatch a plan for how we're gonna catch
Just
this
hatch
person,
egg.
so we can see them. Sorry, did you say hatch an egg?
Yes.
Oh,
His-
hatch.
His
Parrot pulls up in front of the house, and you see there's actually there's a couple of other gondolas there and a few people outside the front of the house. It's got a kind of school gates vibe. There's a lot of people with kids like up the steps to the front door, and you see the butler kind of standing there, like looking behind into the house, and then he sees you and does this,
his
and starts to kind of let people into the house.
Oh, this is the story time thing she does for the kids, right?
I really wanted to watch it,
Well, you can go watch a bit and then sleep after if you want.
but I'm so tired.
Yeah.
It's okay. If you fall asleep, I'll carry you to bed.
I'm gonna watch a bit, if that's all right.
Of
Yes.
course, we can all go.
You don't think if you need to sleep, then that's fine. I just
It's okay. I could just do a quick trance. I can trance with my eyes open. She'll think I'm awake.
disassociation.
Cool. You step in through the doors, in amongst a lot of like noisy children and parents who are very much doing like a that slight like trying half concealed excitement of parents who are getting rid of their kids for a few hours. And
When they're young enough, you don't have to conceal that. My mum was a childminder, and some of them really fucking didn't. One woman skipped out of our home.
just sort of holding their hand as they go in and going bye 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 bye, I'll see you later, and then just booking it down the street. And you sort of filter in with these littler people, and in the parlor is actually a table full of food, and Marla is at the end of it, like sort of stiffly. You've never sort of seen her look so unwelcome, but she's stiffly like standing there with just, there's so much noise in the room. And some of the people who work in the kitchen, who you've been introduced to, they're bringing out stuff and they're like talking, they're kind of helping the kids pick up a plate and fill their plate full of stuff. Marla sees, is Serge, are you going into here, or is everyone coming into here?
I definitely am.
Yeah, I think Nyx is a bit scared that Serge is gonna blurt everything out to her. So she's like, I'll
So she sees you and kind of puts her paw up, and Serge like leans over to you and goes, I tend to give, my strategy is that I make them eat a lot of food and then talk to them when they're very sleepy afterwards. That's why we've made the room quite warm. The hearth is, kind of going. So I cannot abide unruly children, so I make them very full before I start to speak. And you just see they've got like thick baguettes with like smoked mackerel in them, and big like glasses of milk, and like fig rolls, and it's very carby like food that they're eating.
That is incredible. Wait, Nyx does that to us.
Oh,
She's
shall we?
very-
Do you want to go eat? Go, Serge.
The eating doesn't take too long. I mean, kids just woofing it down, and she sits in her like armchair that she often kind of gravitates towards, and there are just a lot of cushions laid out on the rug in front of the hearth, and they sort of instinctively finish up their food and swig down their milk and sit down sort of at her feet, and she just patiently, silently waits for it to go quiet, which miraculously it sort of does. They all kind of know, like they're chatting and stuff, and lots of them are like picking stuff up that then the housekeeper is like smacking their hands to put it back down, and they just sort of instinctively herd themselves to her feet and then sort of settle down and be quiet.
Time is over.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you guys sort of settle on a little spot.
Yeah. I think I immediately think to go and sit down right next to her feet, kind of thing, but then go, oh, actually, if I do that, I'll be pushing a toddler out of the way to do it. No, it doesn't really like. So I sort of, I think I find a little space next to Nix and Cam and just sort of like settle down.
Marla regards the children and starts to speak. Many years ago, when I would travel the world with my dear husband, Frank. Just one moment. Okay. Many years ago, when my husband Frank and we were looking for a very special object. We were looking for a chalice that baptized the very first child of the very first emperor of Aridia. Frank had found a very clever clue in a sunken ship, and we decided to look for a temple in the sands of Epholemos. Frank had a mind that we would find this chalice and hand it over to the current emperor, Julian II. So we sailed to the very edge of the region and we trekked through the desert. There were many strange animals, including the ones that we rode. Do you know that in Epholemos, when you ride out there, you ride on a beast that is a little bit like a moose and a little bit like a kangaroo, and it runs very quickly, but it's very quick to bite. And we rode and rode. For months, we searched for this temple. We often had to retreat back again into a city and get more supplies. And we kept looking, and every time we came to the spot where we thought the temple should be, it was nothing but sand dunes. And so we kept looking and kept looking. And you sort of sense that the kids are like, a little bit like they're listening and they're with it, but they're also very full of bread.
Dodge is also doing that.
And we were so frustrated, we were about to give up when one day, when we were out in the spot where the temple should be, a huge monster came and attacked us. A monster so big that it could swim through the sand like a great big whale. And all of the people who were with us, they screamed and they trembled and they were so afraid, but not me and Frank. Frank looked at me and I looked at Frank and we smiled because we knew what we had to do. And when the monster came close to us, we leapt from our mounts and we held onto a scale on the head of the monster and we dived into the sand with the monster. At this point, like the kids are like listening and starting to go, and down we went into the sand, holding our breath and feeling the sand fill up our ears and in our fur. It was so difficult and close and we couldn't breathe. And just as we thought maybe we had made a mistake and we would actually drown in the sand and die a terrible death, we realized we were in stone tunnels. And the temple had been there all the time. But because of the shifting sands and the beasts that move around in the sand, it had simply sunk down and down and down. And so we moved through this temple and we fought many strange beasts that seemed like puddles, but then tried to eat you. And we moved through and we killed, and then we found the chalice and the bones of the priests who had sworn to protect the chalice. And we managed to place that chalice in the hands of the emperor himself. And he was so impressed with what we had managed to do that he let us stay in the palace as his guest for a whole season. He even asked us to do more relic hunting for him for the Imperial Museum, but we did not want to work for the man, so we decided to go and spend the rest of our life doing whatever we wanted. The kid, there's some like kids who are really like wrapped by it, but there are some that are like sniffing and kind of still a little bit like scared.
Understandably so.
And she takes a little bit of time. There's like a little top up of milk for the kids. She looks at you, Serge, and sort of gives you a little like a wink, seeing if you're like okay, because you were quite like engaged in the story.
Great.
There was another time when we were asked to retrieve the wreckage of a ship that had been sunken by a kraken that has so many tentacles and is as big as this house that we are in right now. And the cargo is very, very precious. So we had to go and get the cargo out of the sunken ship. Not only did we find the wreckage, but we found the kraken and its many tentacles. It was so ferocious, and we had to fight it. And we found once we had killed the terrible kraken, there was even more treasure inside the kraken than there was on the ship. We were rolling jewels, gold, and riches. And then, on our way back, we were attacked by pirates. The pirates who wanted our things. We were not going to let our booty go. So we fought a terrible battle with the pirates. And we managed to kill the captain and the first mate, and we could see that the crew on board the ship were beginning to jump off the sides. They were so afraid for their lives because we were fighting so ferociously. And then, out of the flames of the ship, came a young man. He can't have been no older than 17. A young human man, weeping, tears pouring down his face. And he said, please take me in. I just want to be a better person. I just want a chance to show that I can be better. And he managed to convince us to scrub the decks of our ship. We took pity on him. And this poor man, all he wanted to do was to make up for his terrible pirating, murderous ways. And he stayed with us for a long time, but it was not enough. He needed to do more. And so he was the man who founded the Sons of Salt. Do you know who the Sons of Salt are? And the kids all go, the Sons of Salt are a very, very brave group of people who make the waters safe, or as safe as they can possibly be, from beasts like krakens and things that are dangerous, that would sink merchant ships, that would hurt people who are out sailing. That is what the Sons of Salt do. For no fee, they do it. And it is all headed up by this brave young man who just wanted to be better than the pirate he had been as a boy. Well, I am very tired now, and you have had 2 good stories from me. So, I think she sort of looks at the housekeeper, who like goes. She's like, well, talk amongst yourselves. I will think of something else to tell you. And she kind of quickly like leaves for a little bit, just to sort of go for a loo break and freshen up. And she comes back, but she's going to tell a few more stories, but she sort of wants to talk to you, essentially. She kind of...
Yeah, I'd get up and scurry over. That was amazing. Honestly, you have had such a busy life. Like,
oh, I've got so many of those stories. I can pull a million out of my ass. It's but it's quite tiring after a while. So I know you had your job. What happened with the job?
well, I'm gonna look over at Nyx, see what she's doing.
I think she's like leaning on Cam's shoulder, just like, yeah, I'm awake, and then just her eyes are closing again.
Well, it kind of like we did it. We spent the night, and like I thought we were looking like really well. And by the time the morning came, everything had cracked already. So like in the kneeling rooms, like
Annealing rooms, yeah.
annealing.
Annealing
He's
rooms,
not
yeah.
he's not everything like only very special things they crack. Everything else was fine.
In annealing room, it's like
In a
everything
kneeling
had
room.
cracked, but in the other annealing room, like nothing had cracked. And like I don't know, like they were the one that the kneeling room that everything had cracked in, like it was orbs, like um. I was just wondering whether, like, do you know anything about
Like crystal orbs. What they
Like-
can't be making crystal orbs, it's glass.
His glass orb. Is very he's the word hin
Interesting.
hin
In
it's intense?
hin.
in he's the word his the word is oh my mouth
In pieces?
he's very intricate.
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 There we
Right.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we found. Can I show her what?
Oh, the letter. Yes. Show the letter.
Lydia, this is the most dramatic music.
The letter.
So we found, and I take the journal
Shock.
out of my pocket because everything goes in the pockets. We found this journal, and I'll let you read it, but it kind of like it talks about like forced magic or something. So like
Forcing magic.
yeah. Well, do you want to read it? Like, see if you.
That's interesting. um,
And so we
I
were
don't
thinking.
really know what it means, though.
Well, what
Right.
could they be making that's so dangerous?
Intricate.
Or intricate.
Hintrick.
It's just glass, right? Like, why would someone be so upset about like
You have
just
a
some
piece
glass?
of the
being made?
glass?
You are?
You have a piece of the glass?
Yeah. Can we make a retroactive intelligence roll?
fucking can't.
He's
We'll get some tonight.
He's no steel.
No, we will borrow some tonight.
There must be something added to the glass to make it different. That's what it kind of sounds like from this entry.
Would they be adding it there?
Mhm.
Okay.
Where do the boats go?
Pardon?
Where do the boats go?
Where do the boats go?
Yes.
What when they die? Where do boats go? What?
He's no silly. He's
All
like
boats go to heaven.
he's
I'm very confused by this.
he's
What boats
he's
go?
he's they say they ship the boat the orbs
Oh,
the
yes, we're
intricate
trying to-
orbs. They put them in the crate and then to the ship. But the ship
Well,
it
they
must
talk about shipments. We don't necessarily know if they were boats. Sorry, that's why I'm confused.
he's
Could be a ship. Could be a
It
ship.
could be a ship, but it also could just be a car. You know, shipment doesn't mean ship necessarily. Can.
he's not boatman. He's not cartman.
It's.
I mean, he's got a very good point.
It's
I'm
true,
trying to
it's
argue
true.
with it.
He's-
saying.
He's not. He is your wagonman.
Um, And here is what I met with some people just to kind of, you got me kind of thinking. I know it's slightly separate subject, but you know, it was so sad when you told me about Marcos. So that was, I went to go and talk to my friends. And, you know, it's interesting because there's quite a few changes already to the city since she came in. And I don't know if they're better or not better, but so far, this has been observations. We, you know, there are fewer custers on the streets in the last couple of days. And yet every day, the town criers talk about less crime, fewer crimes, but also fewer custers. So I don't truly
His
understand about
how
that.
many crimes is normal? Because we have seen crime every day.
Mm.
Well, that I wouldn't know, but generally people are saying it's not true that there are fewer crimes.
So they're
it's
just
lies.
announcing that there's less crimes rather than there actually being a change. Okay, interesting.
So they are telling us there are fewer crimes when there isn't. In fact, there are fewer custers. So
More
less
crime.
help for people when crimes do happen.
He's maybe the custard to crime.
Or maybe the crimes are still existing, they're just not being like reported because there's not enough custody.
He's maybe the custards they're invisible.
It's you know, just seems like propaganda to me.
He's have a good look.
Huh?
He's will have a good look.
Cam's gonna keep
You don't
an eye
have
on
a
it.
good look. Okay, that's
Yeah, he's have propaganda.
Cam will have
no one has seen Sylvia de Caros or Marcos de Caros, but not Sylvia since the change of power. So I'm afraid we're going to have to assume that poor Sylvia met a bad end as well. Here is another thing that I discovered. Taxes have been rising in almost every area because my friends who still work, have shops and businesses, suddenly have higher taxes. I spoke to the gondolier who took me to meet my friend. They are having to pay higher taxes. It's nothing to do with the guilds. They are just having to pay higher taxes.
His you say almost is some no. His some they tax stay or go low.
Oh,
Would I?
like
Do I think that the taxes are normally quite low?
No,
No,
you say almost all go up, but he's almost is not all. Is some stay
Well, I
or some
only
go
say
low?
that because I don't have evidence of absolutely everything because I haven't spoken to everybody. But you know, and as I said, I think before, it is for me extremely troubling that we would tax adventurers who take jobs from the job board, because that is, you know, not to be too boring about it, but I have traveled all of Aridia, and the role that adventurers of any level is very important to the world, that we have these people who are willing to put their life on the line. You know, it's dangerous to drive them away and tax them for putting their life on the line to help us. So it is very troubling that somebody
is it? Are they maybe doing this to do that to drive adventurers away?
Very possibly, because, and here is my last bit of rumor, and I will point out it is just rumor from, you know, some,
He has heard on the ape vine.
on the ape vine, yes.
He's their rumors. They swing and they swing.
Again, you are very good with language, very good.
He stings.
I have a lot of respect for that. Is that there are actually fewer custers, and one person who knows somebody whose wife is a custer, they have been pulled off active duty in the streets to retrain, but we don't know what the retraining is. So
Maybe
maybe
their next
they are
job is in
going to be
cyber.
more. more strong or be better with like a what did you say, young man? What did you say, young man? Say it again. Speak up, the children did not hear. So I'm going to continue to keep my ear to the ground because this is my city. I love this city.
Yeah.
And I don't like these. I mean, I am not good with change at the best of times, but this change is not good.
No. Well, I mean, I said it last night, but if you ever need any help, I mean, you know, like in the 3 days that I've been here, I've been knocked unconscious at least like 3 times. But we are more than happy to help.
Well, young man, you are barely even dressed most of the time. I don't want to be judgmental because, you know, you are very handsome for someone so young. But you are. I did wonder when I first saw you if you had come straight from the hospital.
No, I just get really sweaty.
He's
Needs
the
to-
moist boy.
Moist, yeah.
He's like Spa.
Hey, Mala, do you know the name Sikros?
Does he live in the city?
No.
He's maybe, we don't know.
I don't like the name. Are you good? Cam, you are very good with languages. Do you know this name?
He's maybe heard. He's don't know. He's stranger to me. His chamomile have no memories.
Roll deception.
Can I roll insight on her?
Yeah, of course.
It was a 17. And that was a 6.
You don't know. Those teeth, man, you're kind of fixated by them.
Sounds like a terrible name.
You sort of realize in this moment when you just zoned out and didn't quite listen to what she was saying properly that, of course, there's no glue in this world. So the teeth just sort of flutter around in there.
Lydia, how is
Most
there
of
no
the time
glue in
she's-
this world? What the fuck?
Most of the time, is spent her down.
Just catching it again.
Catch 'em
Slightly
back.
choking, fully. And what was yours, Nikki? 3, 4. Yeah, I can't even remember what that roll was for now.
Insight.
I went
Nope,
on
it
a
wasn't. It was deception.
deception. All right, don't tax yourself. I can see that it is not in your nature to do this sort of thing.
We have had a very long day, and I think we should all go sleep now.
It just Cam's just like squeezing the little rock from his pocket, just incredibly tightly.
Have a milk and go to bed.
Yeah.
It's a good
There's
idea.
still milk.
I'm gonna pour some coffee.
No. Serge, go to bed.
A wee nightcap.
Cam, go to bed.
We make up.
Sorry, have you not seen that advert for Scotland where someone says that while someone's on a boat and just a narrator's just like, "Have a wee nightcap."
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of make my way in, and as we go into our sort of little accommodation, I sort of say like, sorry about that. I just thought, you know, if she did know and I just said it, then it should be like, no, I don't know, or like, who? How do you know that name? Like, but she didn't, so it's good, right?
Yeah, she must be telling the truth because we can tell all the time when people are lying to us. And Nyx just goes, sits in a corner and like closes her eyes.
Cam, was she lying to me then?
He's Nyx.
Yeah.
He's worry. He's like sometimes he's like the dogs when they bark, they shake the tail. He's like the people go, his dog okay, but sometimes the dog, he's scared and he's like pretend it's okay.
I can hear you. I'm not. You calling me a dog? Chamomile.
He's saying you protect. He's
Is she a duck? What is she protect?
he's the dog. He's very noble. His dog is
Go to
good.
go to sleep, boys.
His dog is good. His dog is kind.
All right.
Dog is sleeping.
He's not Nix's dog. He's like Nix is like heart of dog.
Cam, come on, let's go get in the pylon.
Stay what?
Was that my youth speak from last week? You fucking asshole.
Yeah, and I think Serge is gonna find a little bit of like bed, and like he's gonna wait until Cam sort of settles and kind of goes like back to back, like sort of halfway down his back, kind of thing.
Okay, you all sleep. You can long rest. For Nyx and Cam, you can remove your point of exhaustion. Serge, you can remove one. So I'm just so desperate for the toilet, and I was trying to find a way of doing it when you guys were RPing, but now I'm doing it the worst possible time.
Right, we'll all just sit down in silence while you go, Lydia.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
But
look at
you
the
you
cameras.
wake and it's like the early evening kind
No,
of.
Lydia. No.
Late afternoon.
We will sit
I'm
in
going,
silence
I'm
and wait
going.
for your return. No, wait, can we please not actually do this?
God, I want new people to come in now.
I mean, I always want that.
So we all level up, yeah? Oh, you're ignoring me too, cool. Well, I'll just talk to myself then. Because I hate the awkward silence. Thanks, Rooney. Thank you. This helps.
Oh no. Stupid asshole.
Yeah, that was a joke. Good joke, Nikki.
He's like the frog. He's like the frog and the chicken and the grain. He's like the frog. He's eat the chicken. He's the chicken eat the grain. He's the grain eat the frog.
It's the circle of life.
He's the circle of light.
Of light. Sorry, yeah, the light. Speaking of light, joke's on me because my light is literally right here and I'm staring straight into it. So I'm blind now.
Alright. You wake. It is the late afternoon. It is maybe a little early to head over to the factory, but I think you had other chores to do anyway. So obviously, Nyx, you woke earlier.
Yeah. I think Nyx would have just been pacing a bit. She would have gone to check up on Marla. Not necessarily to talk, but she's a bit like on edge. But also she's gonna be keeping an eye outside, like especially like rooftops and stuff, just because she's trying to keep an eye out for Remy, and she's like, maybe I'll just see her, or do I stage a break-in? Do I smash a window and she might just appear? Maybe if I just attack someone on the street. No, don't attack someone on the street. That's not good. Maybe if I just scream for help. No.
Is this internal monologue?
Yeah. It's internal.
Do you want to roll perception?
Yes, please. Am I at disadvantage?
No.
Cool.
This is after you slept.
Cool.
Oh, I thought it was because.
Yeah, because my eyes.
Oh, because it's daytime. Yeah.
Damn it. I didn't know if it was like dusk enough yet.
Not quite. When they wake up, it will be dusk.
Oh my goodness.
Comes.
That's gone. That's in another room.
That has gone.
That
10.
one's dead to me.
10. You don't
Try to borrow
see.
D20.
No, that's cool.
You don't see Remy. You don't see the like half Triton character that you saw with her from the night before. You do like where the spot was on the other side of the canal on your street. That was like the bit of like pushed back square area where Remy pinned that lizard folk down last time and was like slapping him up a little bit. There's usually just, you've sort of noticed it during the day, it's sort of filled up with market. It's like a little, it's not a proper market, but there's a few stalls that stand there. And you see a couple of people like talking. One of them has like a bandage around their head, and they're like talking to each other. But that's all you see.
I think Nyx will wander out there just to see what they're selling. She knows she sort of snapped at the boys, so if there's anything that looks like nice, she'll buy them a little something. But
one stall sells various different breads. Another one does like dairy products, and then inexplicably the third sells ribbons. It's the butter, the dairy guy that has the bandages.
I think I'll go to the dairy guy. Because I saw Cam really liked just cream, apparently, and Marla likes putting
of lumpy cream.
cheese in her porridge or whatever it was. So I might see if I can find something that I go, maybe this will work. In that. And yeah, I'll just
Are
like.
you right?
Oh, hello.
What are you looking for?
What goes well with? What was it she was eating?
Rice pudding.
What cheese goes well with rice pudding?
What are you talking about?
I have a friend who likes it, and I'm just trying to be supportive.
What in the name of Panla and all the gods are you talking about? You don't put cheese in rice pudding. But if you were to, for whatever evil reasons, can I suggest a nice light mascarpone type of thing?
Excellent.
And he pulls like a real like wet cheese just with his fingers up.
Oh yeah. One of them.
But if you like a sweet thing, I've got like this sort of sweet pudding type of deal. Got some chocolate through it.
Oh, can I have 2 of them for my friends?
Of course, yeah. It's it's just like little small tubs, essentially, of little like tubs.
Thank you very much.
That'll be 2 copper.
Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
Are you all right? I noticed the bandages.
I had a right time yesterday. That was bad.
What happened?
Well, I like to think of myself as a do-gooder, as somebody that just sees somebody that needs help and just does the right thing. Well, I saw yesterday when I came here and I was going to set up my stand, I saw an injured person in an alleyway who was unconscious, and I was worried about him. So I went over and I like shook him on the shoulder and I said, "Are you all right? Do you need any?"
You're right, Bear.
And he looked at me and his whole face opened up and put my head in his mouth and he bit down on my whole head. Look, and he pulls back some of the bandages and you literally see there are bite marks like this, like round. This person must have just gone.
Oh my goodness!
I was stuck there for a bit. Someone came and tried to pull me out, but it was like a tug of war and I thought my face were going to come off. He just bit down and he didn't open up again. He was such a bad person. No one
Sorry.
came.
So he just bit you and then just stayed there.
His whole head was round my head. I thought I was never going to see a light of day again.
No, my face! My face! My face is gonna come off! No!
Oh, Rita, she from the bread side, she was pulling him, trying to get his head, like trying to pull it off, but he bit right down. It was terrible.
So why
In
did
the
you do
end,
this?
Somebody come up and they kick him in the nuts, and then he let go.
Right, wow, that sounds absolutely terrible. Would you like me to take a look at your wounds?
Well, that would be lovely. It cost me 5 copper just to get this thing put round my head, and it still throbs.
Can I do a check as someone just wrapped a bandage around his head and not really done anything?
Yeah, do a medicine check.
They're always standing with baskets of bread.
Oh goodness, 16.
It looks clean.
Okay.
But by your estimation, they're like tooth wounds that are still quite open. But it's they essentially gave it a good clean and wrapped bandages. But if you know,
I'm not going to waste a spell on him, but
that is such a classic cleric move, right there.
I can only do it 3 times. I'm not wasting.
That's a level 3 move. That's I'm not gonna waste a spell.
Laura Bailey, that you?
I'll see if I can buy a like a medicine kit so I can help normal people out, like in these situations. Yeah, I'll take a look and be like, oh, it looks okay.
Thank you.
I live nearby, so
It'll be an interesting scar I can talk to people about, I suppose.
Oh, of course. My advice would be, maybe have fun with it. Make it, you were fending off a wild alligator, maybe.
I was, in a way, wasn't I?
That was a man. I'm pretty sure that was just a man who bit you.
I am a man.
I don't know. Am I not allowed to say that? Is that?
Oh, of course you can. Of course you can. You know what? You tell it how you want. I just think
Right.
if you told me you got viciously attacked by an alligator, I maybe wouldn't have laughed as much as I did.
I did notice that.
I'm very sorry. I did try. I tried really hard.
No, that's all right. I have to say, Rita laughed quite a lot at the time.
Is that why she
Didn't
couldn't
really appreciate that because thought my whole face was going to come off, but she thought it was funny, didn't you, Rita? She's like,
What are you doing laughing? I've got no face.
you wouldn't have been laughing if it had just been skull, would you? If it had just been bone, you'd be scared, wouldn't you? It's not funny. I was only trying to help. You patted the man on the fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
All right, now on your way, boy.
Yeah, what happened? Did he just go? Like, what happened to this person?
After you got kicked in the nuts,
Yeah.
he ran. He just ran. I thought, have a good day to you then. I mean, the custards didn't come. Usually, look.
Oh, I almost lost my face. All right, back to the day.
Have a good day then.
Ow, my face. I'm going to lose my face. Oh, anyone for some feta? Anyone for a bit of Gruyere?
You okay?
No. Oh my god.
Oh
Oh God.
Oh, I'm crying so much. Right, well, I think I should go, because otherwise I'm not going to get anything done today.
fuck. Right, you are. Enjoy your chocolate pudding, though.
Thank you. I'm going to go wake up my friends and tell them the best story I've ever heard in my life. And yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to give them their chocolate pot things, and I'm not... I'm just going to tell them to go to the market straight away and ask the man about his head. That's all.
I've had no complaints.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Please carry on.
Owie, 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 ow. Oh, 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 ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, I'll say once you guys wake, you get told to go to the market. You're not really sure. You're sort of eating your chocolate pot out of the ramekin, and you wander back to the stall, and he sort of reiterates the same story. He's not quite sure why you guys are laughing so much as well.
He's the face. He's the whole face in the face hole.
Yeah, my whole face, look, and he sort of peels the bandages back so you can kind of see. Ah, it's teeth.
What's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff.
He's Jeff the cheese.
Yeah, I'm Jeff the cheese seller. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to give me a title, I guess that'd be that.
He's Jeff, okay?
Oh yeah, I mean, it really throbs and it swells, and I think I'm glad I'm married because I don't think I'll be picking up the ladies anytime soon.
They hurt your arms?
I'm sorry, what?
They hurt the arms?
No, he didn't get my arms.
They struggled? Is they Jeff? They struggled to lift? Is chamomile maybe?
Oh
help?
no, that's a turn of phrase, young man.
He's
Picking
no
up the-
turnips.
Oh Lord. So I see you've eaten you've had a bit of my pudding. If you give me them ramekins back, I can give you a halfpenny for each of the ramekins.
Thank you so much.
What the fuck is a halfpenny?
It's half a copper. It's half a copper piece.
All right.
That's the way it works here. If you, because obviously it helps me. So if you bring the ramekins back, I can fill them back up again.
He's like sustained because they turtles.
It's like fan. Yeah, I get it.
His search. His like package is like when you swim.
What? Oh, right. No, but I did meet a crab once who lived in a like chamber pot. So I
Classic.
didn't meet it. I kind of saw it and kind of went, oh, right you are. Top of the day. But yeah, it's I don't know where the accent's gone today.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Jeff, I hope it heals well. I tell you that much. And yeah.
If you ever want more chocolate, oh, thank you. Chocolate pudding, you know where to come.
Thank you. And as I walk away, I've got the little journal that has the writing in, and I write with the eyeliner because I don't have a pen. Write song about faceless Jeff.
Faceless Jeff.
As the boys come back in, I'm just gonna like grab like Serge by the face and like point it at Cam and be like, Cam, that could have happened to Serge if you'd have brought that man inside. Do you see now?
Owie.
Strangers in.
He's not.
What?
He's happened because Cam couldn't bring him inside. If Cam bring inside, Cam would wake.
And he would bite your face off.
Cam has much bigger face than Jeff. He's too big. Cam is big, and Cam if Cam help, he's no bite. He's go, thank you, Mr. Chamomile. He's reformed.
No.
He say, your kindness showed me error of my ways. He's charity man.
And
To be fair to you, Marla did speak to us, did tell the story this morning about the guy who was on a pirate ship, and Marla and Frank killed a bunch of people, and then he went, "No, I've seen the error in my ways." So maybe like it could happen.
Maybe Cam show people the error of their ways.
Did you not listen to his story? He shook him on the shoulder and he bit his face off.
His chamomile pick him up, he not by my face.
All right, okay, well.
He's just
I'm
maybe
not
say
fighting about it.
we don't leave people in the streets.
All right, sir.
It's today. It's today. It's today. Do we have the money?
What
Do we
today?
have enough money to like pay for the guitar?
Oh, yes. I thought he was doing it for free? No. How much is it? We've got the money, it's fine. Look, have we got everything ready for tonight?
So sweet. It's like Christmas for Serge.
I don't know. What do we need for tonight?
Here's we go. We have so little. Here's we go to the market and see maybe about a glass of herb, and then but also get the guitar.
Okay. They won't have any of the orbs there. Because they can't sell them.
He's not them orbs.
Oh.
Maybe somebody else have orbs, or like he's like borrowed orbs, or like used orbs.
Okay.
His
All right.
Also, maybe we could get like spikes so that we can put it in front of the thing, so that like even though we don't see people, like if we don't see people again, we can put like spikes in front of the kneeling room, and like maybe then it'll be maybe
they're not
then
going into the kneeling room, right?
huh?
Oh my god, please stop.
Then they're not going into the room. They're just messing with the runes.
He's the runes. He's the
So we need to stop them from getting to the runes.
the rooms.
Okay. So what if we just got like a bucket full of like mud, and then we slap some mud on the runes, so that they can't like go, oh, we're gonna get the runes. Like it's
You
trap.
want to hide the runes? Is that
Yeah.
your suggestion?
Yeah. Easy.
Right. Yes.
We could get like a curtain.
Nick's just gonna do one more look up into the sky, like Remy. Anyone?
Or maybe like a plant. He's like cactus, or a bush.
Let's
It's like a Minecraft answer to
Yeah.
let's go see Akri and get your guitar.
Top 10 hacks to save your runes from mobs.
All right, it's not too far from where you are. You kind of remember. You can go by water for a bit, and then you have to hop out and walk down the street where there are horns coming out of. Oh,
Those fucking horns. I run. I probably sort of like hop out of the gondola and swim up and sort of like get up and knock the big horns and say, "Agree, we don't hate you."
the door's open.
Oh God, you made me jump. Push the door open and say, "Hello, hello."
He steps out from a kind of back room. Oh, you came back.
Me.
Let me go and get your guitar, and puts it out on the like tabletop, and it is pristine. It is perfect. There's no more warping. I even took the liberty of treating it with special oils. I have to say, it's important that you know this is not an instrument you can play underwater.
Right.
It's,
Okay.
you can't you can't keep bringing it back to me every time you want to do a set underwater.
Okay. In my defense, the first time was not my fault. I passed out, and then it just kind of got swept away. I promise I won't do it again. I'll treat it with the kindness that it deserves. How are you today, Ikri? You okay? Yeah.
Are you okay? Can I do an insight check? Is he being just
Yeah.
normal angry self, or is it like something actually?
Yeah,
happened?
roll insight.
In my mind, Akri and Marcos would just sit in a room across from each other, and Marcos going, "I'm so shy," and then Akri would be like, "I'm so sad," and it would just be that back and forth for hours.
I'm so shy, you hate me. I'm so shy, you hate me.
23 insight.
He's actually in a fairly good mood. Like he's in a better mood than he was the last time that you saw him. Like he kind of perked up when he saw that it was you guys. You know.
Sometimes, guys, the bar's just real fucking low.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of like slowly and carefully kind of pick it up and kind of look at it and look at the other two and kind of and sort of look at it again and kind of go, how do you play this?
Yeah, I remember this from the last time we were going to talk about you learning. You said you didn't know how last time.
No, yeah.
I do teach people when they stick around. It's a little hard. I've got quite a lot on my plate because I play a little bit, and so my evenings are kind of taken up, and I have the shop obviously. And
Where do you play?
I'm sorry, what?
Where do you play?
Wherever we'll have.
You wouldn't know it.
we would just like to come and see one night. That's all.
I'd love her.
Please don't mock me. Well, I couldn't stop you even if I tried, so do as you wish.
Okay.
But I can you know, I'm very busy at the moment, and often it's a little hard to fit in new students when I'm already a little stretched in the shop. I haven't been able to find an apprentice to work here, and so I could probably do a half decent rate, but you might have to fit in when other people can't make it, when they don't turn up.
I mean, I can absolutely do that. We don't really have jobs where we need to be at a certain place at a certain time, kind of thing. Apart from tonight we can make it. But how much is it to learn?
Well, if you were going to just fit in for an hour when other people can't make it, which is kind of last minute,
yeah,
I would do it for a copper an hour, and the 7th hour is free.
But what about the apprentice thing?
You want to work in the shop?
Well, can I?
What do you need as an apprentice? Serge is very talented. I'm sure he can do it. If not, myself or Cam can probably help out.
Just shaking his head.
Open the door and stuff. I don't know.
He's so small and dark.
Well, you know, you've freely admitted to me that you know absolutely nothing about musical instruments.
But
then
I'm willing to learn.
It is an apprenticeship, and roll persuasion. Do you have persuasion, Michelle? Nix? No. Then I'm afraid you can't have it at advantage. But
Okay. I'm still at disadvantage, so fingers crossed. I have a plus
I mean,
5.
technically, it should be Nix rolling anyway, because she was the one that was just talking.
Let's do that, because I can help you,
Sure.
if that's okay.
Yeah. Nick sits at a solid +0.
I'm just going to roll... oh, no, that's a good thing. What did you get?
And that 20.
Thank God, because I got a 3.
Well, it seems to me that... Wait, who Third, you want to work in the shop, or is it you, Nick, that wants to?
Well,
work?
I mean, if do you Nix, do you want to? Because you know, like if you want to, then you.
Oh, well, no, look, because I don't mind. It sort of depended on what you needed. I didn't know if I did an all right job when I fixed that last time, and I didn't know if you wanted someone who could fix things. I could fix things. I don't really know much about music, so I think Serge should do it, but I will take the job if it means Serge can learn for a cheaper rate / free, and he doesn't want to do it.
I guess, like, if whatever you want, like, we'd both be happy to help.
Yes, yeah.
Here is here is my proposal. As an apprentice, while you are learning what really any of these instruments are, and he sort of points to an instrument that is very much like a corkscrewed horn with like a whole bunch of buttons that go around different like areas. And he says, you can work here being you are clearly much more likable than I am. You can talk to people and sell the instruments, perhaps help me be a little more organized for 5% commission of sales, and then you can learn for free.
Yeah, I mean, if that's okay.
And then, but you must understand, I don't want you thinking I'm taking advantage. Once you know, we'll renegotiate once you know what the instruments are.
No, I love that.
Okay.
If that's okay with you, that'd be amazing. Thank you.
Well, you're helping me, so I'm doing very well out of this, but I don't. Mm-hmm. When can you start?
Tomorrow, I guess.
Wonderful.
If you want.
Maybe tomorrow afternoon.
Maybe tomorrow afternoon, because like I might be a bit sleepy. But if that's all right, like,
yeah,
that'd be amazing.
Course.
I wish I could do that with a real job. In the afternoon, I'm going to be tired.
I take rest. Thank you so much. Thank you, honestly. Is it all right if I leave? We've taken a job with one of the glass factories tonight, but and I don't want to like have it on me if I'm gonna get it in danger, like, if you know what I mean. So
I can keep it here. I mean, you don't even have a case for it, so keep it here until tomorrow. Yes, usually people do their utmost to keep it away from the elements.
Okay, I need a case. I need to get a case. Okay, cool. What kind of case? Like, we've got a carpet bag.
We took the aubergines out.
could commission a leather case for 5 gold.
I might come back to you on that if that's all right. But that would be amazing. Like, yeah, thank you. Not just yet. I don't want you to make something and then.
I'll hold off.
Yeah.
Maybe this can be your first lesson in getting to know our contacts who make the cases.
Such a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Akri. And we really like you. I think you're a really cool guy. I've got to go now, but oh, you okay?
Why must you mock me?
I'm gonna figure out how to get you to accept a compliment. But it will come. It'll come.
Farewell. I shall see you tomorrow.
Goodbye. Farewell.
It's been a pleasure.
Goes back to sweating in his dark little shop in his French coat.
As soon as I go,
As soon as you go down, it's like the end of the day. You're like elated at your new apprenticeship.
His we must go. His we must go.
Yes, we're going.
What'd you say?
His we must go.
Yeah, I give Nix a big old hug and say thank you, and then we get on and we go.
You power paddle to outside the city walls, back to the
Power punt.
What a power punt!
Power punt.
Power punt to the west side of the city, and park. Walk the rest of the way as you did yesterday. You again see this sort of sloping area, fenced off area that leads down to the beach, large factory with a couple of small factories dotted. You're passing a lot of people who are leaving work on their way, including Orna, who you worked with yesterday, who's not working tonight. She goes, hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Good luck with tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm really tired.
Yeah. Oh God, you should go sleep.
But good luck. I really look forward to hearing, if that goes okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try some different things tonight. Hopefully not get caught out again, but we'll give it a go. Fingers
Good luck.
crossed. It's our first job, and I don't want to fail it.
All right. So you, Alana is waiting at the door, and she's sort of a little bit like impatient, kind of going, "Wonderful, you're here.
Already.
You don't need me for anything, do you?
His has one. His maybe chamomile see inside the room.
No. You could have done that this morning, but we have glass cooling in there now.
We saw this morning. We were here.
I remember.
Yes, we can't
but
go inside.
If I open the door now, cold air will go in and glass will break. The hot glass that has been fashioned and molded is currently sitting in the annealing rooms, cooling slowly, very slowly, all night long. If I open the door, they will break.
I think Cam's just sort of interested to see what it is exactly you're making. But chamomile, as long as we stop the person,
chamomile wanted to see if the orbs was already broken.
I could have shown you that earlier when we made them and placed them in there, but I can't show you now or they will definitely break.
He's okay. Chamomile is okay.
But how about this? I promise, when I shut the door, they were not broken.
He's okay.
Thank you very much.
Right, I'd love to go right now. So if I can just let you in,
Yes.
shut the door. I'm not locking you in or anything.
He's no lock.
No.
I'm not lock. I said I'm not locking. That's what I said. I'm not locking the door.
Okay.
But if you could stay all night, and I will come back in the morning.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Goodbye. And
Good
she
day.
breaks into a kind of middle-aged lady run across
She's
away
such a
from
rush
them.
for.
He's no lock.
There's no lock.
Camomile's gonna check the door.
Yeah, it opens. You kind of watch her running away.
Nix, what's a better title? Jeff, he has no face, or Croque Monsieur.
We all know the answer to that.
You know it's the second one, Serge. You didn't need to ask me. You just wanted to show off how clever you are. You're so clever.
Yeah, I was really pleased with that,
It's a
and
good one.
it's like I was thinking about it all the way here, and I didn't want to interrupt, but
He's
yeah,
like
isn't
Mr.
that-
Crocodile.
Huh?
He's like Mr. Crocodile.
What's Mr. Crocodile?
He's what you say.
Oh yeah. God, I thought I'd plagiarized on my first ever song.
Oh no,
That
not
would be
at all.
really bad.
I love this, and I'm glad you're excited for this. However,
But-
we need to all focus on this. Remember, right? So you all understand what's happening, yes? Someone's coming
I
in and messing
nodded.
with.
I nodded. Yeah.
Yes,
we all know
Michelle.
who's
Yes,
doing
Michelle.
it. Don't we? Do you want to just tell us who's doing it? No, it didn't work. Right. So
Only
we need
Right.
to keep an eye on the runes. So is there just one rune for each room, or is it like?
It was a series of runes.
on the outside of the annealing rooms, there is one rune near the door.
So one rune per room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's only what's on the outside. That when you looked on the inside, there were more on the. That's what Nikki's thinking about. Is on the inside there were more runes.
But we
they were-
saw the one on the outside had been messed with.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. How many runes are there? 3?
3.
3. Right. This time we each take a rune. Worst case, we'll just distract them and they won't come in and they won't be able to get to the runes, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll all
Okay.
stand in front of each rune.
His
Yes, Cam.
problem.
What's wrong?
What if maybe the orbs are bad?
Yes, exactly.
So maybe we find out what the orbs they do, or maybe we find out where they go.
Yes.
Maybe sometimes when Sikros he come from the shop, he has little paper and that say what he bought. Maybe they have little paper.
Yes. So that letter we found, the person who's doing this is doing this because they don't want to risk it. However, their other contact said that maybe following the orbs is the only way to find it out. So if we stop the orbs getting broken, we try and talk to the person, whoever comes in and tries and does this. We talk to them. We say, "Hey, we understand why you're doing this. We've been hired. We can't let you do anything. However, we want to help you and help follow where these things are going." Now, I'm pretty sure she's probably locked her office and there's probably nothing like that. But maybe I could go take a look in her office right now and just see if there's any paperwork on where they're meant to be getting sent to.
That's what Cam maybe think. He's like they have the paper in the office.
Yeah. Do you want to do that, or shall I do it? Or... No. Okay. I'll do it. Or Serge, do you want to go do that?
No, well, I was thinking I know that obviously we want the money and stuff, but might it be an idea to kill with kindness kind of thing? Like say put a a message somewhere and say, "Hey, we want to help, but we need to like put it on the kiln. Although if the paper's on the kiln and the kiln's still really hot, it's gonna burn. But like, do you know what I mean? Like,
He's only near the near room.
that's
Yeah.
a point. We
The
know.
music was so scary very quickly.
Can you feel that? Like we, God. Like we know where they came in from last time, so maybe we can like put something there and say like, we know you're here, but like also don't worry because we're not gonna kill you, we're not gonna hurt you. We just want to know like what's going on.
Yes, yes. Rip a page out of their notebook and write a little message that says, "We want to help." Leave it by the window. You boys stand by the runes. I'm gonna go see if I can look in the office.
He's be careful. He's maybe sometimes Sigros they do the alarm.
That's true.
He's maybe chamomile check.
Oh,
I'll check for traps.
yes, yes. Let's do that. Let's do it now quickly before, because they came.
He's
Again,
okay.
as you're like stepping through these catwalks and talking and like looking at the annealing rooms, like the heat from this place gets into your clothes and your armor really quickly. It is an immediate like drippy sweat situation. Cam, you go up to where you spoke to Alana the day before. Are you just trying the door?
He's sometimes when chamomile he focus, he can see the magics.
Oh,
He's too hard to focus.
you can do this. Serge, we need you to do the.
He's okay. He's ready. He's
You
day
ready?
3. He's day 2. He's day 1.
That's how you do detect magic.
Yeah.
He's the magics. He sees it.
Is it working?
All right,
He's
you
the
cast
no.
detect magic.
It's so hard.
you sense the runes again, and you don't sense any magic on the door.
Can you see the magic?
He's
It's the music, and Malloy just went. It's so good.
Just have to work it. Have to work it.
Oh, so
he is no magic on the door.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go in and take a little peek around, see if I can find anything. Wait with Serge by the runes, and I'll come down and we'll also by the runes. Yes.
It's okay.
Remind Serge to do the note thing. No! Wake up!
It's so warm.
No, best. No.
You come back to see both of us just sort of like curled in a ball.
No, oh goodness. Okay. I'm gonna try and open the door.
It's locked.
It's locked. Spare key. If I was a spare key, where would I be?
In the shoe.
In the shoe.
He's yes. In the shoe. They put it in the shoe and then they go home.
Oh wait. Yes. And I'm digging around my backpack and I pull out. I have these. And I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
Are you proficient?
No.
I have these, he says, holding aubergines.
Just trying to push aubergines into a lock. Those fucking aubergines. Oh no, you did buy some new ones actually, didn't you?
The old aubergines are gone, Lydia. Get over it.
Get over it.
The old
All right,
aubergines are
what
dead. Long live the
What is
new
your
aubergines.
non-proficient role in thieves' tools?
It's just sleight of hand, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you're proficient in sleight of hand, but you're not proficient in thieves' tools, you can't push that across. So it's basically your dex modifier.
It's just my dex. Yeah. That's sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Right,
doesn't
jump.
work at all. It actually kind of hurts your hands. You'd never really realized how heavy a lock, like mechanism, could be, and these tiny little picks really dig into the insides of your hands. No go.
Love that.
All right.
And your hands are sweaty as well, so it's like you can't get a good grip on the tools. So you go back to your friends.
Yeah, I go back. I couldn't get in. It's locked. Which is something I should have thought, but never mind.
Right. Well, I wrote the note. Should we put it down
Did you
by
put
where?
XOXO at the end?
Yeah. And this is me, and it's you, and this big boy is Cam.
Oh, right, yes.
He's
And then
chamomile.
Is it just pictures, or does it actually say something? What does it say?
Yeah, it says we're friends. These people are friend-shaped people. Like we want to help. If you can tell us like more about, I'm gonna say I found your journal. We want to help. If you can tell us more, we promise we won't attack. Kind of
I'm
thing.
gonna need this drawing in the Discord at some point.
Yeah.
I know. I was just about to say the same thing. Oh, yeah, I remember that I banished a lot of my dice after Saturday's game. So,
Yeah,
you
I go up and put it.
kind of put that in the the window jam, where you know that they came in the last time.
Yeah.
And you are where are you standing now? Are you because before you were kind of like Cam, you were under one of the windows on the other side, and the rest of you were kind of like up on
I'm
the
gonna sit
catwalks.
underneath, like I'm gonna sit in front of a kneeling room.
Yeah, you're each taking a kneeling
Yeah,
room.
I think we're gonna do that.
Okay.
And
all
I'm
right.
I'm just gonna do vigilant blessing on myself, so I'm extra on it.
Noted. Okay, can I have a perception check from everybody?
No.
I'm guessing you're not no, I'm guessing you're not trying to be stealthy. You're just sitting there in front of the doors.
Yeah, I think we're being quiet, but like we're not hiding, so yeah.
I will tell you what I would like to do instead of actively watching. Is I would like to sit down and kind of like let my consciousness kind of spread a little bit, just to try my hardest to be sort of like as highly attuned to sort of like my goings on around me as I can be.
You little fucker. Can I?
Bullshittery, because mechanically that's not something I can do.
I love it. I love it. I love it, and I hate it. What I'm gonna do is, I'm not necessarily gonna say it's a thing that you can do, but I'm gonna let you roll an Arcana instead of Perception.
Let me see if that's any better. It is. Okay, interesting.
You're still at disadvantage because of your point of exhaustion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it
15.
honest.
Yeah.
That was a 15 and a 13. So with my +2 in Arcana, that's a 15.
15. You don't get a clear sense of a consciousness that is not your friends. What were the other perception checks?
18.
Also
Good.
18.
That's also good. Here's what happens. You are sitting each in front of one of the sort of cement clay mini rooms on this factory floor. It is dark outside. There is essentially no illumination around you. And time passes. Serge, this is incredibly hard for you to stay awake. In fact, I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Lydia.
Ow,
Okay,
you!
Oh,
Ed,
fine. That's a 17 plus 5.
you're just having moments like you're trying to concentrate so much on sensing that it's keeping your brain a little sharper. Both Nyx and Cam, you are sitting by your room, your two rooms, and you're sort of in line with each other. And you both hear this voice a little way off. And the voice says, "We can't.
Oh, I think it's like a calling signal.
And Serge, you hear a very faint scratching noise very near you.
Okay, I'm immediately gonna cast Detect Magic. Detect Thoughts, please. To sort of detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
What's the range on that?
It is 30 foot.
You cast it, vroom, and you sense your two friends and nothing else.
Oh, you fuck.
Can I cast see invisibility on myself?
You do. And
So that I hear the voice.
you see at the window the face of a bronze dragonborn who is casting a spell through the window and like looking almost straight at Serge. And then you hear that sound again in a completely different direction, right? To like almost past the window that you were expecting them to come through, that just goes, "We can't be caught.
They can't be caught. They can't be caught. Look, stop. You there in the window, stop it. Stop casting right now."
This face, this kind of slender dragonborn face, looks at you and goes,
Shh, it's fine. Yeah, you. I can see you. Where? Yeah. Come in.
and immediately turns and starts.
No.
Fuck off.
The other window. Can I head to the other window?
Yes.
And I'm gonna quickly give the boys the thing so they can have my dark vision as well.
Very good.
Thank God.
I press a hand. I kiss them each on the forehead, and they can see in the dark now.
Wow.
Very sweet.
My
Um,
eyes.
That's a moon girlfriend move right there.
I know. Can I go up to that other window where I have
Yes.
another voice that says we can't be caught?
Yeah, the piece of paper is still like flapping in the window, and you just hear, you can sort of sense, you hear it one more time, and it's a little bit further off. There's like a fenced area a little bit further away, 100 meters or so away, that you can where you can hear that noise from.
Quick, come on! And I'm gonna open a window. Stay here, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely coming.
Should I chase after the dragonborn? Should I chase?
She's the what?
There was a dragon who was casting a dragonborn that was
A
casting.
dragon?
No, not a dragon. A dragonborn. You know, just a person.
He's can not see.
No, I can see. I can see people are invisible for.
We can't.
We're not gonna catch
Look.
you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, just stay.
Okay.
Gonna follow
Okay,
you.
you can see, so yeah, stay.
We need a listening perception check to kind of get closer to the noise.
Come on. 19.
And brilliant. You run over, and there's this like little wooden fence area. And as you get closer, there's like a little bush, and you just hear it one more time, and you manage to like hone in on exactly where it is. And then you see perched on top of the fence is a beautiful red parrot that just looks at you and goes, "We can't be caught."
Hey.
We can't be caught. It hops like away from you down the fence.
Can you
Can I see it?
Cam? Tell Cam to follow.
Okay. To sort of start. Oh no, I can speak.
Yeah.
I speak to Cam and say, "Come, follow us. Follow us."
He's the job.
No, this is the job. This is the job.
He's okay.
I promise.
Parrot flies.
Oh shit.
Can I speak to Beast and Leaf?
I think you're a couple of 100 meters away.
Meters.
Hang on.
Yeah, this fence was 100 meters away, and you're inside the factory still, aren't you?
Oh.
Sorry to bring meters into it. I always do that.
I have
Yards.
absolutely nothing. Oh god.
Can I try commanding the parrot? Oh wait, I don't think I can. It has to understand me.
Can I? Okay.
I could kill it. No.
Can I try and call out to it in Parrot?
You're going to have to do an extremely loud performance check.
How can I interest you in animal handling?
You can interest me in animal handling. The main issue here is loudness, but I guess it is nighttime and it's quiet. It's not like you're
And
trying to
is
shout.
parrot noise? I'm not saying words. I'm doing bird
Yeah.
noise. It's
What's the bird noise sound like?
What, mate?
Okay, all right. Roll me a bit of an animal handling.
I believe in you, Cam.
Oh, we can't lose these
Can
fuckers
I?
again.
Probably not. As he starts to yell out, can I just do a little prayer to him and give him guidance?
What does guidance mean?
You get it to default.
I mean, I'll take it.
The moon believes in you. It's her time.
How far away, Lydia, is the parrot currently?
Well, it's just started flying away, and you've done quite a lot of talking, so I'm going to say it's about 50 meters away.
Feet.
Yards. No, meters. It's flying. I mean, we've been talking for like 6 seconds, so it's away. It's going.
It's good.
What's your animal handling, Cam?
25.
25. The bird's like flapping away, and then just does like a sort of U-turn. So it's like flapping.
I think in
and
Parrot, I'm gonna be like, come back.
All right, mate.
I'm safety.
Come back, you can.
come back. I'm safety. You say.
Chamomile is safety.
Okay.
He's the
It
big.
turns around and flaps back and sort of lands on the floor and starts like walking. Tell I did animal studies at school. Like.
You're just doing a Malloy walk.
This is the thing. No, this is the thing. If Lydia ever has to roleplay an animal, she does cat.
Yeah.
She just does what a cat would do. Yeah, so it like starts. Its like tail is like moving as it walks across the fence, and it starts lapping up milk. Lydia, this is a camel, right?
That was always my report card for animal studies as well. Could only do cat. Yeah, the parrot like lands on the ground and just starts like walking like towards the sound that it heard. It doesn't know who chamomile is, but it's going towards the sound.
He's me. He's safety. He's okay. He's not hurt. Safety. His friend.
I think I'm just gonna start sort of like to the air. Just gonna start going. I promise we are absolutely friends. I promise. let us know why you're doing this, and we can.
Are you talking to the parrot?
Like just no to the air,
Out.
just like assuming that the parrot is close to the person.
Serge, you see now with your wonderful dark vision, running full speed from behind a few trees, a way off, is a figure of a dwarf with like a tight bun on the top of her head, holding a glaive, sprinting towards you, going, "Get off my bird!"
Okay, cool. Can I cast Calm Emotions?
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
let's have a bit of initiative so we know where everyone's going.
Yeah.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 19.
12.
This person got 26.
Fuck.
So they go first, and
No.
as they shout, "Get off my bird!" they're going to try and attack you.
That's definitely been shouted in a Weatherspoons before.
Get off my bird!
Oh no.
Lydia's rolls are back.
Is this Surge down again?
But you shouldn't be.
Right, this bitch gonna die if she hurts Surge.
So in this house we do crunchy rolls,
Yeah, we do
crunchy
crunchy
crits.
Not crunchy rolls. That's an anime streaming example.
Do you not?
So
Lydia,
a crit, you don't roll 2 dice. It's the dice plus the potential maximum. So on a D10, it's the D10 plus 10. So
I'm
I
gonna
knew
have to ask,
when I was rolling like crap on Saturday that it was going to come back.
Lydia, I'm gonna have to ask you what this person's strength modifier is, because it's very close.
The total damage that you take as this dwarf comes towards you with just a look of absolute rage and fear, swinging this glaive and hitting you across the front, the chest of your body.
Yeah.
Is
the chest of your
23
body of your torso.
points of damage
Oh, okay.
as you are like cut down.
would have downed me. Would have downed me.
I'm still up, but just.
And she's just like standing there with this bloody glaive going, "Not my bird." And I believe it's Cam next, because hers was 25, I think. Cam was like a dirty 20, and then I can't remember who was after that.
And I think I got 19.
I was last.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I saw all of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cam's gonna, just as it's happening, just turn and go, "Nyet!" And he's gonna just like scream and begin to roar as like his face stretches out into muzzle and his like hands like stretch out into claws, and he's gonna run and just bound on this person and tackle them to the floor.
Yes.
Lydia, I would like to rage.
Yeah. You may.
Finally. Oh.
I'm tackling them to the floor. I'm grappling them.
Oh, it's a grapple, so it's against me. Sorry, yes.
Oh.
That's not good. Mine is a full 8.
21. As I want to just tackle this person, like pin their shoulders to the ground, like with my like claws in the dirt, and just like go, "He's not my friend."
Okay, Is that is your movement and your action?
So,
Got any- Oh, your bonus action was raging.
bonus action was raging.
Action to attack.
Well, I actually get a second attack with my claw as a part of the beast barbarian. So I'm just going to return one across the chest.
Mm-hmm.
That as an attack is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Hit. This is fine. It's fine. It's not too much damage. 7 points of slashing damage with a claw.
7, did you say?
7 total, yeah. But he's like down, and then I just swipe across the chest.
Okay. That's the end of your go.
That's my whole go.
Nyx.
Yeah.
You do see Nyx. Do you still have see invisibility up?
Yeah, it's up for an hour.
You do see that bronze dragonborn running back towards the fight. Oh, that is not the right vibe.
Playing a panpipe.
Bronze dragonborn is a bard. No.
Yeah.
Not by class, just by job.
Yeah.
I'm kind of whisper shouting to the bronze dragonborn. I'm like, we don't want to fight. We want to help. Just, are you together? And I'm going over to Cam, and I'm having this conversation while like just putting my hand on his chest, trying to like stop the bleeding. And I'll do a cure wounds on.
Is that bonus action so that your action is freed up to do a charisma, a persuasion?
If I need to do that, then I'll do a healing word on
You know very well, but for viewers, my general rule, except in certain circumstances, is if you're rolling a skill check, that's your action.
You take 4 points of healing from healing
Oh,
word.
thank you.
Take it.
And I'm rolling persuasion.
Yes.
Oh.
Or it sounded like persuasion to me.
I mean, I just unless you're gonna let me roll survival, I'm not gonna be at peace. Oh, I rolled a 19 though.
You see the dragonborn just starting to kind of slow up and sees this kind of like dog-like version of your friend Cam just ripping into their friend, and kind of goes and sort of gets ready to like pulls the rapier out, but like slowly, like I don't get what's going on. But it surges up next.
Okay,
If that's your full go, unless you have more that you want to do.
No, it's okay.
I don't know this, obviously, but how far away is that person from us now? I don't need to know. I don't need to know, but
You don't know.
but you need to know how far away they are, because Serge sort of looks down at his chest and looks at Cam, who is Dog Boy now, and at the person underneath, and sort of his eyes go black, and he says, what does he say? We know about the we know about the force magic because we're victims of it, and I'm going to cast in that moment calm emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So calm emotions. Each humanoid full stop, in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose, has to make a charisma saving throw. I'm going to use 3 sorcery points to heighten that spell.
So they have disadvantage on their save.
They have disadvantage on their saves.
Okay, well that is a 6 minus 1 from the dwarf on the ground. And is that the case? That heightened, does that work for the other person as well, or you'd have to pump more?
It's anyone. Yeah. No, it's heightened for them as well. Yeah. And also, Cam, I don't get to choose, so could you roll as well, please?
Do I need to roll?
What's
If
the
you,
save?
yeah, I think you do.
What's the save?
Would it cancel his rage? Surely it
13.
wouldn't cancel his rage.
I can't do anything about it. 13 is the save.
I rolled a disadvantage. I rolled a 16 and a 17 on the dice.
Good stuff. Yeah, anyone who has been
I'm
calm.
going to need to look up to see whether calm emotions cancels a rage.
I think if calm emotions forces you to not attack / not take damage, then it would cancel the rage.
I'll just read it very quickly. You can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that are hostile towards.
My instinct would be to say that, especially with the style of rage that Cam's is, that it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a little read up in between games anyway, because that's just really interesting.
I don't think it would cancel the rage, but it would potentially stop him from actually attacking the
Yeah,
other
it directly maybe wouldn't do it, but it would probably cause the chain of events that did cancel it.
Yeah.
You can see immediately that the dwarf is very much not like anymore, but still, like, it doesn't kind of make them sort of like completely devoid of emotion.
Yeah. And I say, please, we are genuinely here to help, and that's my turn.
All right. Well, it is her turn next. Looking at this figure kind of over her, and she puts the glaive on her back and just goes, okay, and starts backing away.
Well, she's grappled. Right?
Yeah.
So she can't
Oh,
move
she's
away, but
grappled.
yeah.
She's
She can't.
grappled, huh?
Well, let go of me then.
Don't run.
And it is Cam's go next.
Chamomile was kind to the bird. Chamomile was a friend. He was ready.
Where is Danielle?
Chamomile was kind. Chamomile was a friend. Then you nearly killed my friend. He's danger. He's danger. Chamomile will not let danger. He's you sit and you apologize.
Ooh, roll persuasion.
Have advantage because I'm a big dog man.
Big dog
Yeah.
boy.
You can have advantage if you're intimidating.
He's a big bad wolf.
It's no fucking difference to me, so I'd rather roll 2 dice. It was a natural 20 for a split second and then rolled away. I rolled an 11.
Oh.
I'm not letting go, but I'm not attacking again.
What was the roll in the end?
11.
11. She's still kind of wriggling and affected, but not enough to be truly changed. And I'd say, Serge, you now see the bronze dragonborn who drops invisibility and is just standing there and puts the rapier away and says, "What do you mean when you say you're victims of it?"
let's all sit down and talk. All right, Cam? I'm okay. I promise.
Is everyone happy to drop back out of initiative? I don't want to force anyone because you
No,
are
no,
very.
I will. I think my move is to then just go to Surge and just be like next to and with Surge immediately.
That's so sweet. I almost shed a tear just right then and there.
I'll immediately go over to my boys as well and just give Cam like a hand on the shoulder and it's gonna be okay. And then I'll give Serge I do a proper cure wounds for Serge this time.
Chamomile will make it okay.
As soon as you let go of the dwarf, she breaks into a run, but not away, like past you, and picks up the bird and goes, Danielle.
I saw that 13 hit points. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. Look, can we just talk? Can we talk? Look. We've been hired. We know what you're doing in there. We've been hired to stop it, okay? But we also know we don't really know what's going on. But we want to find out and we want to help.
Karma like steps. The Dragonborn steps forward and like pats the dwarf on the other shoulder and just says, Dina, it's all right. I'll take this. You just calm down. And the dwarf goes, I'm all right.
Lydia.
I was worried about Danielle.
Is Danielle the parrot? This is Dina. Immediately love her. It's Dina from Superstore.
Oh, Lydia!
It's a little treat for you guys. It's a little treat.
I love it so much.
She sort of, she just shrugs off the bit of attention and just goes, I'm fine. I was just worried about Daniel. And goes back to stroking the chest of this very beautiful, like quite large red parrot with like plumage that goes back. And the bronze dragonborn goes, we are in a little predicament then, aren't we? Because you see, we are on very important business, but you have a job to do. And
well, you're if I'm right in understanding, and this belongs to you, and I'll pull out the notebook from Serge's pocket.
You know, I told you to stop writing a diary. This is not how you. I am so angry because I told you. She's just there, just stroking the bird.
I mean, beautiful penmanship, but.
Well, if you don't want to keep the diary anymore, I've got some notes on a song in there, so if I have it back, would that be?
I don't want it back. You
Okay.
keep it.
Thank you. Listen, I don't. I'm very sorry if this is completely unrelated, but it was definitely something that would make you stop hurting my friends. But we read the note about forced magic.
Yes, I kind of assumed from what you'd said that might have been the case.
What do you know about this forced magic?
What do you know about this? What do you know about forced magic?
I mind link to the others and go, kind of feels like we're a little bit trapped.
Right. Look, at the end of the day, I know what you're doing. You're coming in and you're stopping these things from getting made, and you know what, that's all well and good, but one day you're not going to be able to get in and do it. Like, I'm not saying we're going to stop you, but at what point does
This
it
is
stop?
not that night.
No, I know. I saw you doing it, and it's very frustrating because now we're not going to get paid, even though we want to help you. But look, the point is, you can't
How
do
much
this
are they
forever.
paying you?
Oh, I don't know. The money is. How much is not relevant. It's just we need a job, okay? We need to make money. We're just trying to survive.
The hordes.
Do you know what the ores are? Why are they so dangerous?
Is this the face you choose?
Can
I'm sort of stuck with this face, young man.
He's the attitude.
okay, Can.
He's you drop it. He's you hurt
We
my
are-
friends.
Well, my associate Dina hurt your friend, and she
He's
gets rather
act
spirited
sorry.
around her. Yes, I think that's appropriate, Dina. And she steps forward, and I'm sorry. And she casts a spell, and a rather judgmental looking male dwarf appears in spectral form and stands there just looking at you in a judgmental way. And you each round take 1d6 healing.
Oh,
This dwarf is like this sort of spectral spirit of a male dwarf just like strokes his beard and looks at you like he's really disappointed in you.
so many
And
conflicting emotions.
And Dina says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank
I
you.
get like I go over the top when I think, that's on me. I've been told before, and I'm sorry. And big fella, I'm sorry as well. I made clearly you very angry. But
I'm just gonna put my arm around Serge and just kind of like pull him into me. Just for like, just
No, yeah.
not I'm not gonna like hold you there. Just like a
Protective.
that kind of like.
Yeah.
Look, everyone's tensions are high. I get it. You were worried about your bird. We were worried about Serge. Everyone got a bit angry. Can we please just talk about this now?
Yes, but I fear the sun will rise soon, and I don't feel that it's safe. I think we.
All right, can we arrange to meet you somewhere?
Yes, I suppose so.
Right.
But
And-
under what premise?
We want
are
to
meeting
help you.
us-
We don't
Oh,
want
you-
to help you. We don't want to help you with this. Like, keep doing this every night because it's pointless. Because you're just going to keep doing it over and over.
He's too small.
I don't know who's this person in your letter that says you need to follow them. That's what you need to do.
It makes
The Dragonborn keeps looking back at like Dina, and Dina goes, "I think they're talking about like the people back at school." And kind of goes, "Shut up!
School? What school?
cool.
No school.
People back at school? What school is this?
No.
Is there a school? in
No,
this?
no.
Can I insight check?
We have been given a very important covert job to do, and you will listen. If you're going to help us, we will meet you, and let us embark upon a new relationship where there is less anger. But we have to ask you this. What are you going to say to the factory people tomorrow? Or today, in a few hours?
We will say that we've sorted the problem because the next shipment we're going to follow, the next shipment won't be broken, will it? So that
No, we definitely already broke those tonight.
Yes,
Sorry.
but
tonight, yeah.
tomorrow we'll say we were too late tonight, but we think we're onto something. To be on the safe side, we would like to follow the shipment the following day. How's that sound?
You think they'll allow what? You think they'll allow you to follow the shipment?
Yeah, if we will say we're protecting it. We'll say we think we scared whoever it was away.
No, I don't think that will work.
Well, look.
Well, what's your idea then? You've just been breaking and doing this every night.
If we say that we think that we know how to sort it for the next night, and then that morning we then go, see, nothing broken, and they go, oh right,
I was kind of hoping that you might be able to. That was why I was asking how much you were going to get paid, because I was hoping I could match it, and you tell them that it's done, and then just don't, that we could take the job from you.
If you've got the money, we would happily, so long as you stop breaking it, then that way we can then, like, you know what I mean?
Well,
So that they
she kind of looks back at Dina. We were kind of hoping for reinforcements soon so that we could take on this.
He's from where?
I'm sorry, what?
From the school? Is this your reinforcements from the school?
What school? Did you say school? What school did you come from?
I did not. I can't say. Listen, it's too much. I can't say where I'm from.
He's less of this. He's more of this.
All right, come on. It's okay.
They hurt Serge.
They did, and Serge is okay now.
He's.
I know.
He's.
Breathe.
Hey, buddy, I've taken worse. It's fine. Thank you, though.
We think maybe we help. But we need more his words from you to say yes. His chamomile, he struggle to trust you. His need more to help.
Yes, we kind of need more to be able to trust you, and
His no. His you stand. His you stood. His you stood upright. He's alive. You have everything. Chamomile, he's a gentleman.
He is.
Until he's not.
Then he's a dog.
Can I ask, please, Serge, how long does calm emotions last for?
Oh, it lasts for. Let me see. Oh shit! Lasts up to 1 minute.
Look, big boy. I can assure you that if we were to come to blows, it would be messy. Now, we are trying to build trust here. So, here is what I propose. We would very much, I'm quite sure that my associate and I are on the same page here, and the dwarf kind of goes, that we would like you to tell them that you killed a couple of scallies who were smashing things up, and then there will be no more said about it. And oh no, the bodies were washed away from in the sea because you chased us or something. You can do the fibbing. We will meet you in town and talk more, but this goes up to places that are not to be shared with the Filly Fally, and so some things must remain secret. But I am happy for us to work together, and I am happy to match what you were, which we still have not said out loud, so now I'm worried.
Oh, it's
What you were
20
30
gold
gold.
pieces. Wait.
Oh, 30 gold pieces. Oh, no, that's fine. Here you go. And just plonks a bag of coins.
It was 30
in
each. Was it?
Yeah, I think.
30 each. Gosh.
Maybe.
They
no,
were-
it
they
was
were-
for the whole lot.
He's 30 each. Chamomile wants none.
They were.
That is fine.
I mean, they were looking for, someone to protect something very valuable.
Well, maybe we can negotiate a little more further down the line, but we will meet you at a spot of your choosing in the city, and we can talk a little more, but we are very happy to collaborate on following these things, but only really because we've seen that you are very capable, because we really cannot risk what would happen if if this were to progress, if we were to lose the orb, not find out where they're going. That is the important thing, is we find these bases.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah, sure. So why were you breaking all the orbs, you silly feckers?
Well, because we didn't know how many, there's quite a few orbs in those rooms. The first few nights that we did it, we actually took the trouble to break into those rooms and really smash them to make sure that there are a lot of orbs. Have you seen how many orbs there are? There could be one orb going to a different base. That could be many, many carts going to many places, and then we can't follow them all. And then there are all sorts of places doing terrible things that we don't know about.
No,
The
that's
more
actually
we
a fair
have-
point.
I have a
Exactly.
question.
Mhm.
Did you get all of them tonight?
I
Is there
believe
one?
so.
Oh, okay. I just thought, maybe if you'd left one.
I have a little magic invisible hand that could
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I could tell because you were doing it from the bloody
Mm.
window. Well, I was just thinking, what we could have done is if you'd have left one room, then we could have said we've done it, and they would have had a smaller amount of orbs to be sent out, and it would have been a small amount to
Very
chase
clever.
after.
You're very clever.
Yeah.
Usually, I have to say, they keep all the orbs in one particular room.
Oh, okay.
Healing
Okay.
room. Yeah.
All right. Well, look. How about this? Tomorrow evening, afternoon, whatever. The cat and the custard.
His evening.
Evening. Tomorrow evening.
His search has work.
Serge has work tomorrow. We will
God,
need to
I have
sleep.
work.
Serge has work. You've got time to sleep, my love.
Oh, I have work.
You have work tomorrow.
Now, I definitely know where the cat in the custard pot is, but Dina's frankly an idiot. So could you just, for her sake, tell me where that actually is?
Why can't you tell her?
Because just tell me where it is.
Well, Dina. Here,
Yeah.
I will whisper it to you, Dina.
Oh yeah, all right.
And I'm just gonna whisper where the directions. There you go. Now you both.
Did
know.
you see Dina giving like Kerma like a look, like Oh, it tickles.
Oh.
This guy. Yeah, I know now. Right. Well, I suppose our dealings for this evening are finished.
So
Again.
should we give your descriptions of people?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
No.
Oh.
We're
We'll describe the people who mugged us on the first night here. All right, everyone? Yes.
okay. Well, I will bid you adieu, and the Dragonborn goes invisible immediately, and Dina just looks at this invisible space and goes,
Dina, smile for good luck. Perception check. Are there any
"You
fucking ruby?
naughty little metagamer." I mean, you can roll a general perception check for generally looking at these people, but you are a sneaky little bastard.
When they go, can Cam whisper in Parrot to Danielle?
Yeah.
Just like,
What does he say to Danielle the Parrot?
no, not into like Danielle's ear hole. Just like to Danielle in Parrot. Just like,
Yeah.
Chamomile has no. Chamomile no blame Danielle. Danielle is good. His friend. Chamomile is safety.
The Parrot turns and looks at you for a second and goes, "Chamomile is safety.
Aww.
Chamomile is safety." And Dina goes, "What?"
Oh, fuck.
Bye, Dina. Have a wonderful. She's
Liz,
very
what that
like-
mouth do?
Trudging off.
Oh yeah,
16.
what's the teeth? What? Yeah.
What that mouth do, Liz?
What? Oh, but what was the perception?
16.
You don't see anything. You can't see. You don't know.
What?
Oh.
Is that? Have you only just realised?
Nikki had to tell me. Yeah.
I wasn't even in that game.
I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Nasty metagamer.
Okay. Well, the sky is just showing that little threat of a sunrise coming up. You kind of look at the pool of blood on the ground. The judgmental male dwarf has gone by now. I'd say you got how many? Well, how long does that?
It's 10 rounds max.
It feels like I'm asking Malloy when I do that. Let's give you.
It's 10 rounds max, which is 60 seconds.
So you get 4, 10, 15. I don't know how many I've done so far. 17. That's 4. This is going to go on for 17. 23. Fuck. It's counting.
You can do that. Come on, Lydia.
Are you okay, Lydia?
I'm gonna melt down. 24, 5, 30. So you're easily back up to full. Let's just say that, so I don't have to keep counting dice and counting the total.
I mean, the fact that Tom sat there and made you count once you got past 15 is just incredibly cruel of him, because I think that took him to 4.
Okay, you all right, baby? So you see the blood on the ground. The windows open. You know you've kind of getting close to sunrise. What are you doing?
Right. Plan. Okay. Look, this is an excellent. We can say, look, we fought them here. We'll say we fought them. Run off. They, they're dead. We're pretty sure they're dead. So they're not going to be coming back. But we've all just got to be a bit like, oh.
He's they run off and dead?
No, we chased them.
I mean,
Yeah,
His
Sergio
maybe DC took them.
Yes, they got washed away in the sea. But they're dealt with. Unfortunately, we couldn't save this lot, but they shouldn't be a problem anymore. We did it. Yes.
Is the tide coming in or coming out?
It's going out.
Oh.
good. That was the right thing for us.
No.
Was it?
No, going out is a bad thing because it has to have been coming in to take a body. For us to kill someone and the tide to come in and take the body, whereas if the tide's going out, the body would still be there.
Well, no.
No, it's fine. We'll just say that we
It's now
chased them
washed away now.
into the water and then I drowned them. Huh?
Or
Yeah,
it happened a little
yeah.
while ago
During
when
the
the
night.
surf.
Yeah.
He's maybe get the robe wet.
Oh, let's all
Yeah?
go splash in the water a bit. Quick, come on.
Yeah.
Is this the dry robe or the wet robe?
This is. I mean, this was the dry robe, unfortunately. But you know.
Did we bring the bag with the wet robe?
No, wear this one. This one's good. It's got blood on. It's got Sergio's blood all over it. It'll be excellent.
It's fine. We've got enough money for another robe.
Exactly.
We should hide this.
Hide what?
The money.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Not in the pockets, Serge. Here, put it in my bag.
No.
No,
So
no, Cam,
I guess.
No. What if we need it?
He's in gums.
So I guess. The next thing is could we see if we can grab a little bit of the glass so that we can show it to Mala.
We won't be able to until the morning, until she comes in and opens the doors. We can't open the doors. Or can we?
Right.
Because if we open, it's already broken.
Yes, but we should be here and say, look, we got in a fight. We can feign ignorance. We can say we fought them. We don't know if they already did it, but
they say they will tell us what is the orbs, so maybe we don't do a steal too.
Yes, we don't need to, I guess.
Huh?
We don't need to steal it as well because they
And if they don't,
Dina and the Bronze Dragonborn, whose name I didn't catch,
if they don't,
it's going to.
You do know the name of the Bronze Dragonborn because it was in the notebook. They're called
Oh
Kerr.
yeah.
Kerma. It's the female derivative of Kermit.
It is. Yeah.
Dina.
fuck, I'd watch a Muppet Superstore with Dina being the only human character any day of the week.
It would be so good.
Oh, come on, Dina!
That's actually quite a good impression
just
of
Glenn.
fucking
That's
Glenn
such a
anyway.
powerful Muppet Glenn.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you trying to get into the annealing rooms?
No.
No. We're not. We're gonna.
No, I don't
We'll
think
do
so.
that then. But are you trying to stage it to look like there's been a fight?
I think we're gonna keep
I
the
don't-
fight where the blood is outside and be like, we chase them, like leave the window open.
I given the amount that we've moved around in the sand and stuff, I actually don't think we need to stage anything.
No.
We literally saw someone outside of a window,
Right.
chased them out,
Yeah.
tackled them to the ground. There's now blood, literally
Yeah.
blood in the sand. Like,
I'm gonna sort of lie down in the sand and I say, Cam, can you drag me to the water?
Yes.
he is. Drag
Oh,
you
do
to
you
the
want
water.
to drag both of us?
drag them both.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is hard.
I'm not going to make you roll for that because you can. That's fine. It can take as long as it needs.
Ow, gravel, ow.
It's a pebble beach. This is
Oh.
agony.
We're in court.
Just
Uh,
cheese
No, you think you've done an okay job. And you go back. The sun is now beginning to rise. It is the early hours of the morning. I'm guessing you go back onto the factory floor and wait for Alana to return.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sort of get some shut eye if I possibly can.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you
not
might
saying.
get
But
a quick Thatcher 45-minute nap. Yeah.
Fuck you for even associating me with her ever in
How
any way,
dare
shape,
you?
or form.
How dare
Same,
you?
same.
Fuck you.
Same. All right. So, you know, it is the first one to arrive. You hear the footsteps up on the catwalks and sort of look. I don't know where you're standing, but either looking down to where you are on the factory floor, and goes, ah, how did it go?
Well, we have some good news and bad news, Serge.
Mixed bag.
She
Yeah,
walks
so
down the steps onto the floor. Whoa, whoa.
yeah. The damage has been done, unfortunately, but it will no longer be done because we damaged the damagers. They damaged me as well, but they're dead.
A great struggle. What? Who was it?
Oh, it seemed to be. I don't know who they were exactly, but there was a couple of halflings, and
I'll be honest, I was focusing on the blood
a human and a couple of halflings.
leaving
Yeah.
the body.
4 people this
Three.
time.
Sorry, it was just three. It was just three.
3. Can you roll deception for me, please?
Oh, yes.
And you're also exhausted.
Oh,
You haven't
Can I?
slept all
Can
night.
I?
I'm not
Can I
going to
say
make
that
you roll. I'm not going to make you roll another because you've been outside enough to not be in the hot thing. So you don't have to roll for 2. But you are. You guys are single exhausted. You're double exhausted.
Oh, are we all? Are we both?
Yeah, because
deceptioning?
you've had another whole night where you've not slept. You got an natural 1.
That was a 15 and a 12 with my +5 deception is a 17.
So, why were they? What were they? Interesting. She sort of starts to ever so slightly look towards Nyx a bit more. Why were they doing it? What was their end game then?
Yes, we don't even know what the orbs do, so we would maybe need to know that to understand.
Please, I have the greatest respect for you, miss, but I've lost a lot of blood and a lot of sleep. We didn't really ask. We just did the job that you wanted us to do. Please, could we just get the money and go? Would that be all right?
Oh, I don't pay. I'm not giving you money.
He's you signed the paper.
I will when I know that we're not being attacked anymore, I will send word to the stewards hall. And then you can collect the money from the stewards hall minus tax, of course.
His question.
Yeah,
Where are the bodies, did you say?
we took them. Well, I say we took them. They kind of took themselves out to the beach. They ran, and we killed them. And the sea took them.
Okay, well, this is most irregular. And she goes to open the door to the annealing rooms, pushes the door open and goes, oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it? They managed to break everything before.
I look down at the puckered scar across my chest and go, it is a shame. It's a real shame.
Well, back to work, I guess.
You know what shame? His all the tax the people pay who do big things. His the taxes come for you lots.
Actually, now that you say it, come they we have received news that we are going to have to pay tax on a number of the products that we create.
His
It's,
maybe you didn't used to.
more than we always had to pay some tax, but now we pay more on most windows and goblets and stuff. Yeah.
He's on
On like the windows and goblets and
his. Do you pay tax on the orbs?
on the orbs.
Yes.
Well, that's a different thing altogether.
He's no glass.
That's just a
You
side
don't sell them?
product. Well, I'm not really at liberty to talk about that sort of business. But it's
His chamomile's not at liberty either.
No. So we're neither of us are. So we'll just both keep quiet.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Well,
Been a
thank
pleasure.
you for your diligent work. Funny, it's still so tidy in here, though. Even though there was obviously a bit of a. Well, anyway, we will, give it a few days because I just do need to make sure that tonight is the one where we finally get some things made and we can sell them. So as long as that happens for a few nights, then I will send word to the stewards hall.
And you have our names so that we can get paid.
Serge, Nix, Chamomile. I got no second name, so I'm just sending the first name. So it'll be you. If you turn up, then you will get the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you very much.
Sleep
Been a
well.
pleasure.
I'm gonna pick Serge up. Just scoop him up.
Just into your chest to say, I really don't like her.
Chamomile is not at liberty.
God, several times a day I just randomly choke on my own spit.
Same.
For no fucking reason at all.
Hey,
Wow.
Liddy, you know we're live, right?
Well, having said that, I will we can call it there and pick up next time. Oh my god, guys, is this the second week in a row? No technical difficulties. So good.
Things are happening. Things are happening.
I mean, Sam,
We'll talk off stream. It's fine.
but it's fine.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Catch up on YouTube, catch up on the VODs. We will see you on Saturday morning, hopefully for Dragon Age, and Saturday evening for some Blades in the Dark side quest. And, we're really appreciative of you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
Thank you, Tempest
Yes.
Sticky Games, for following, and for all the new people who have been watching along in the chat, feel free to drop a follow. It doesn't cost you anything, but if you don't want to, you can come to my house and say it to my face and watch me cry. You can't. That's not that. I'm joking. I'm just hoping you had a
No,
nice time.
we really would appreciate if you can sort of give us a little follow. It makes our hearts and our bellies warm, and our heads. And I need it because this house has no heating whatsoever.
Tom has a hole in
to
his
please.
front door. Tom's house is literally less insulated than an igloo, and I mean that knowing that how well insulated an igloo is. But just the imagery is shocking. Also, we have a Discord.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Street Poison. Thank you very much for following Prance Dashing.
Oh, thank you.
We have a
Thank you,
Discord where
Prance
we talk
Dashing.
all things tabletop games, memes, podcasts, crafting, cooking,
TV shows.
all sorts of crazy stuff. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah,
Have a
believe
wonderful
me,
rest
you'll
of
be in
your
the line.
wicked Wednesday.
Yeah, see you soon.
Bye.